Hello everyone and welcome back once again to DCS. Today we are revisiting the great and gorgeous UH-60L mod because there's been a few additions to the mod. You may have noticed two of them already. There's a third little cheeky one that I'll show you in just a bit, but the most obvious glaring ones here on our right hand side. Okay, the sun just did that, that's fine. But the most the most glaring is the big ol' refueling probe there, as well as our 2x M134 miniguns, fully functioning, both of them. And we're going to do some ground attack runs and do a simulated seesaw combat search and rescue in the UH-60L. Let's hop inside, where things get a little bit quieter. And then the third thing is we have the option to actually put a co-pilot and a pilot in. I am running with a co-pilot today. I do not have the pilot livery just because in track IR as I move around, it clips through his head sometimes, and we don't want that. But just to prove I'm not fibbing, let me go ahead. I'm going to turn on my countermeasure dispenser, and then I will extend our refueling probe. That is a fully functioning refueling probe right there. I did do a little bit of testing with it. You cannot chop off your refueling probe. Like you may remember that video with that CH-53. I think it was refueling off of a MHC-130, and he did quite literally chop off his AAR probe. You can't do that, so that's good, I guess. But let's go ahead and get... oh, I've got my light inside. Let's extend you and retract you. There, that's probably good there. There we go. Alright, HUD on. We'll roll forward a little bit here. Gentle back on our cyclic. Bring the nose up. Come out over this fence line here, get turned around and buzz past the tower, and then get set up for our gun runs. Now, just a reminder, as always with these videos, I am not a good helicopter pilot. I don't pretend to be a good helicopter pilot, so you're going to have to bear with me and my lack of piloting skills in the UH-60, but it is a great mod, and I'm sure those of you guys with much better rotorcraft piloting skills than myself will have an absolute ball with these miniguns. Let's go ahead and arm them, and you can see we actually add a little aiming reticle in the center there. You can turn that on and off should you choose to, but I can't aim for squat with it, let alone without it, so we're going to keep that on for today's video. Go ahead and get ready to open up here. Add a little bit more collective in, up to 100%. Keep that get ready descent going. Ready, and guns, guns, guns. Good hits, good hits. Coming out right. Dispensing. Alright, really hard, aggressive bank to the right here. Let's get turned around. Back on target. Second pass. Ready, and guns, guns, guns. Maybe. Abort. Flying safe. Still a search and rescue mission. I think we'll maybe pretend these are all danger close engagements too. Obviously don't have any friendly assets in our AO today. Which is probably for the best if I'm being honest. Dang it. So again, not a rotor pilot, not pretending to be. Let's get turned around again. We'll do one more high-speed flyby, and then we'll see if we can't do any standoff gunning as well. I'm not sure if the UH-60L is designed for that, unless it's got a dedicated gun op. Yeah, nice. Little hits on that Kamaz. Nothing significant. Alright, we'll get turned around here and we'll do some standoff gunning. See if we can't nail him that way. Gain a little bit of altitude here. And bleed off all of this airspeed in turn. I'm not sure if they tweak the flight model, but it does require you to be a lot more hands-on than I remember the last time around, which I personally like. Alright, in position. Add some collective in, start gaining some altitude here. So we're still losing altitude. It also doesn't help with all the wind. They just hit generate on my weather today, and it's pretty windy. There we go. We're now climbing in altitude up through 170 now on our radar altimeter. Here's 200. Start backtracking a little bit. Really fighting this wind here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and dip the nose. Fire on that Scud or that Kamaz if we can. In 3, 2, 1. Well, I mean, that's one thing. Accuracy by volume, am I right? Hey, look at that. It's no longer a standoff shoot. Just barely nicked that UAZ. He seems to be one of the last moving targets, which is cool. Gives us an extra challenge. Not that I needed any more challenge than I was already experiencing, but we'll give it a good old college try, as it's been said. Not that I practice it in college. I lived a very safe life in college. And you should too. Unless you don't want to. Make your own choices. You're legally an adult and can live with the repercussions of your actions. Probably. Yeah, no dice on this run. Coming out left. It is really difficult when you've got a steep incline azimuth to get your gun sights lined up. You have a very narrow window to do it. So we'll go ahead and get on the deck here, getting some ground wash so we can keep our torque below 100%. So right now we've been exceeding that. Doesn't help I got these big old fuel tanks hanging off either side. These are fully fueled tanks. I've got two. Oh, come on, Mr. Tail Rotor. Yeah, definitely a different flight model, I think. I'm pretty certain of it, but I do like it. Just takes a little getting used to. Alright, one more pass. If we don't kill anything, then we'll call it targets neutralized, and then we'll do a hot landing in the AO. Get our simulated troops on board, because I was too lazy to add them in the mission editor, and I also didn't want to kill them. and then exfil back to Tonopah. Flying uncoordinated like no one's business today. Kamaz is burning. Interesting that it shoots chaff through the tail rotor. Assuming that is realistic, because if you look at launchers on real UH-60s, they are aimed upwards like that. So I don't know if it's just really lightweight chaff and it instantly gets blown down by the rotor wash, or if the leading edges are designed to take impacts like that. If you're a UH-60 pilot or no, tell me in the comments. If you can. I mean, that might, I don't know, it might be classified. UH-60 is an old rotor craft at this point, but I don't know. It's a new addition, just like the IR signature seekers are on the UH-60Ms. I don't believe this one has any. Oh no, we do. They're on the nose, at least. Alright, one more hot pass, because I'm vengeful. Who do we want to kill? Let's kill this Scud. Shots low. Good hits. 76% damage. Alright, let's get turned around, get nestled in for our combat landing. Gun safe. We're gonna land right by that UAZ if we can. I don't think we can. Alright, so the Scud launchers are still up. That's fine. Alright, rear door's open. Go get them, boys. HVT in custody. Last soldier on board, let's dust off. Cautionary flares as we depart. Boy, it's so easy to get so uncoordinated so fast in this thing. Alright, miniguns power off. We'll shut those windows there. Quiet things up a little bit. And back. And we'll come back to that same helipad at Tonopah. A little less aggressive flying now. I can kind of focus better on attempting to remain coordinated, although it's that little ball on the bottom of my heads-up display is my turn coordinator. There's a secondary one right there that mirrors the heads-up display. Dead center is coordinated, obviously left, step on the left, right, step on the right. You guys know the drill. Start bleeding some airspeed here. Tail wheels down. We're left of the pad, or right of the pad. Let's try that again. Coming from over the fences this time. I am a perfectionist, even though I can't fly. Should have gone with the first attempt. This is going to be worse. Yeah, this is super unstable. Super unstable. See the amount of left-hand pitch I'm putting in just to keep level over this helipad. It's pretty drastic. Wheel brakes on. Alright guys, get them out of here. That is the updated UH-60L mod for DCS. I do hope you enjoyed my garbage gun runs and crash. But that is going to do it for this video. Thank you guys very much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. And as always, take it easy.